10 ways to reset after a bad day or within the bad day. That's even better. If you take full responsibility, like I'm having a really, really shitty day. Today is a bad day. If you are cursing and really like putting this day into the dumpster, into the garbage can, maybe already at 10 o'clock in the morning, I invite you to find 10 ways, and I will tell you mine in the end, of course. But as this is a masterclass again, I want to invite you now, in a good mood and in a good state, to think about strategies, and you for sure have plenty of them. But the art is that you have these strategies in some cupboard or somewhere on the wall or wherever, and you're like, oh, today is a bad day, and you are in a bad mood, and then you say, or you feel like, oh, I have options and I can choose to make this day to a good day, to turn around this day. And in the end, in the evening, before you close your eyes in your bed, you're like, oh, it was such a shitty fucking stupid day in the morning, and then I turned it around and now I can say, oh, such a good day. This is the art of coaching yourself, and that's what I'm such a big fan of, that you are self-empowered. You don't need advice from outside. Of course you can have that, or you are looking for it, but you have all the wisdom in yourself, and you can turn around. You have the power, but you need to choose, like, okay, I'm not in for that. This is just exhausting, all these feelings. I want to feel good and energized, and what else do I want? But first, you have to get out of this funk, of this bad mood, the bad day. And maybe you say, I can't choose anything, Ronja, you stupid. I have so many bad influences around me and circumstances which dictate that this is a bad day, and let me feel the bad day. Keep your bad day, you don't have to turn it around. But if you feel like, oh, come on, I deserve to have a good day today, and I know my broken record all the time, you don't know if this is your last day. How stupid would it be to have the baddest day ever and it would be your last? I know it sounds so cheesy, but that's really my motivation to, like, when I'm in a bad mood, and I can tell you, I can be so angry, and really, I don't say today is a shitty day, or I have a bad day. I really trained myself to not say that anymore. I don't say kill time, or yeah, it's just like an awareness of the language. But you don't have to be like sensible like that, like I am. Do it your way always. But the luxurious thought of, in the middle of a bad day mood and movie, to know that I could change that if I want. That's so cool and so empowering and so uplifting. So let's do that. But first, before I tell you my wisdom and my ideas, and you don't have to do it my way, that's something I'm so passionate about also in the Joy Academy. It's everything is prepared that you learn about yourself and how you want to do it your way. I don't believe in self-development. In business it might work, you like, do it this way and then you will have your success. But in self-development, I think it's so important to not tell people like, do this, and then you will lose weight, or you will do this or that. Of course, it depends on the topic, but in the Joy Academy, this is my philosophy. You do it your way. First, you learn, you investigate, that's what we do now, right? You find out what you think, what's important to you, what you want to do, and then with the input and the learning from outside, and also the support and the inspiration from others, you are like expanding your universe and your thoughts and your way of thinking, like, oh, wow, okay, I could try that. And maybe the next bad day you're not able to do it right away, but then maybe another time you're like, okay, let's turn that around, and that's the choice you have. And if you choose, you will feel an immediate change, like, okay, what are my options? And I want now you to take 3 minutes of your time and really think of 10 options, like general options. What can I do when I have a bad day? And you know yourself best. And you know, like, no, I don't want to drink a cup of tea. I hate tea, and in a bad day, in a bad mood, I would throw this cup to the out of the window because I'm so angry. So don't write that down. So you know yourself best. 3 minutes, 10 ways. How do I get out of a bad day? Write it down, this list, and please post it to the private Facebook group Joy is My Compass Members Club afterwards, because that's so inspiring for everybody to see. We do things like that in the Joy Academy all the time, but you can have it for free in my free group. So join there, post your 10 things, and I'm sure a lot of people will be so grateful, like, oh wow, that's a good one, thank you so much. First, find it out for yourself. 3 minutes, I'm counting from now. Have fun! My favorite jingle anchor to do things like that. I hope you had a good time thinking of 10 ways to get out of your bad day feelings, of your funk. And if you just scrolled to the or fast forward to this moment where I continue to speak, fair enough, but please investigate in yourself, find your own ideas. These are the most valuable ones. The ones from the outside, you know that. With an advice, you're like, no, I'm not doing that. But if you have this idea yourself, or like be aware of your power or what you can do, it's like, oh wow, yeah, I can do that. And this is so much more worth than just a list from me. But you can do whatever you want. You know, I was a teacher for 12 years. I liked to poke a little bit, like, if you don't do your homework, I don't care. You have to do it for yourself. And you are not my student, and you have no obligation to do any list I'm asking you for. You are free to do it the way you want. That's such a cool feeling, I think. So my list goes this way. And it's not in a chronological order, or like this is the best and this is the easiest. So just listen and think of like, oh yeah, I'll write that down. I'll take that with me, and I could use that. So for me, bad mood, bad day feelings are always connected to not enough sleep. And if I'm not well rested, I really get angry a lot easier than if I had my 8 hours of sleep. So if I can, I take a nap. If I'm really angry, also with kids, when Mika has friends over, or I take care of neighbors' kids, and I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, it's too loud. I need a rest. I cooked lunch for you now. And then I put in my customized earplugs. I hear nothing, and I just take a nap. And of course, if you have babies at home, you can't do that so easily. So just thinking and promising to myself that this night I will be in bed by 8 p.m. This is kind of a relief already. Like, I will get my sleep next night. It's a promise, and I didn't held my promise. Is that the correct way to say it? I went late to bed again and again, even though I promised it to myself over years. That's such a big sabotage we have. But now I really do it because I'm so tired that I really want to go to bed at 8, or just because I know the feeling of 8 hours of sleep. So taking a nap or promising yourself to go to bed early, that helps me a lot. Like, sleep is the cure for nearly everything for me. So if that doesn't speak to you, but you could try it and tell me how it goes. Another great thing is like, stop all this turmoil in your head and this anger. Stop. What do I need now to calm down, return to an easy state of mind, like release this stress? What do I need now? And then this cup of tea could be an idea, or this I cancel this meeting this afternoon. I really don't have to go, and I don't have anything to say. It would be nice for me to be there, but actually, no, I'm not going. And then you organize it correctly, that nobody is offended, but for yourself, that you are listening to your intuition. I need now more time this afternoon for myself, or for this project you have to finish up. So this stop and then think tactic, I love that. And also with kids and with fights, and like, stop. What do we do here really? What's the point? What is the problem? Just stop and take care of this situation is a really, really powerful way to help yourself. Another thing is point 3, just write down everything what sucks. Like a list of this sucks and that's bad, and of course I'm in a bad mood and it's a bad day because this person didn't hand me the documents early enough that I could finish this, or whatever it is. My kids are just brats. I don't know what you are in, what kind of life you have, you know it, but just write down everything what is bad. And then, you know it, I love to burn things like that. Like, oh, all this bad shit, let's get rid of it on an easy way on this paper. If you want to do this, yes or no, you decide, of course, once again. But writing down like, oh, that's a long list. No wonder that I'm in a bad mood. To acknowledge like, that's a lot. That's actually too much for one person. That could be very, very helpful already. And that's my next point. Canceling, delegate, and just not do. Like this mess in my house, I have to clean up here and tidy up here, and it's just exhausting. Like, oh, okay, I could just not do that. I could if I want. And I have just more time. It's like a gift to myself to not care about things, which are, of course, possible to not care of. You don't leave somebody in a burning house, but like normal daily things you just could not do are such, it's only in our minds. Like, oh yeah, I could just leave my mess like this. I'm in my office now. I go to ski vacation tomorrow, and it's a mess. It's a mess. And I just decided that, well, it's a mess when I'm back, but I will clean up afterwards. So canceling, as I said, I'm so sorry, this meeting, I can't make it, or this date you agreed on, like it's not a good time today. I'm so sorry. Let's postpone, or just not go at all if you had a date with a person you didn't want to see actually, but you said yes because you're a nice person. Don't be nice because you think you should do something. Always ask yourself, what do I want? Okay, no, I don't want to go to the cinema with this friend anymore. It's just like over, okay? And then you can decide again what's next. But just ask yourself, what do I need? What do I want? And delegating is very nice. Like, oh, come on, I don't have to do this. Hand it over in a nice way without the anger and the frustration. Like, oh, can you do this for me? Yes, of course. And off it goes from your plate. Cooking your favorite meal. Eating something nice. Not that eating and food has to be your comfort and your comfort blanket, but like treat yourself like, oh, today I deserve sushi. I deserve a Thai curry from my favorite restaurant. Takeout or delivery, or you cook it yourself. At the moment, restaurants are closed in Switzerland, so that's not an option, but just like treat yourself like the queen, like the king you are. Movement. I am not the sporty person, but I love how freeing it is to move your body. If it's a workout, if it's a walk, if it's a run, or just jumping up and down or dancing, you can release stress and the bad day feelings with movement. If you want, you don't have to do it for me. You just choose yourself, like, yes, I go for a walk. Bye bye everyone. Or maybe you go for a walk together because fresh air, maybe the woods, beach, wherever you live, that's just, nature is medicine for our souls and our bodies. Now I'm at point 7. I'm not so structured. Do you realize that? So sleep, stopping, and what do I need now? Write down what's shitty today. Cancel, delegate, just not do. And movement, and cook your favorite food. That's 6. So point 7 is something, book something for you, like a massage or a movie you want to watch tonight. Maybe on television, and you just bought it or lent it on Amazon or Apple TV or whatever service, just something you can look forward to. Like, yes, I will treat myself like that. Something with the joy you have beforehand. I have to look up that word. In German we have a specific term. What I also love, maybe you can tell, just swearing like a sailor. Just swear. I don't care. Come on, like swearing, beep, 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 what's that about? Like, just swear when you want to swear. And if swearing is not for you, don't swear, of course. But let it out, let your anger out. That's another thing on my list. And I do all these things, I can tell you. If you have a best friend you can call during your day, which is a bad day, a best friend, a friend, call and ask for support or advice or something like, oh, can you please help me to sort this mess out? If you can, call a friend. And if you don't call this friend only if you have a bad day and you never listen to her or them or him, then you can, it's a beautiful relationship where you can support each other. And the last point is very cheesy. I want you in my Joy Academy, because there you can type in like, oh, today I tell you like, what should I do? And just writing down in this supportive environment is such a relief, like, oh, yes. And then other people are commenting like, yes, I feel the same sometimes, you're doing good, everything will be okay, or you could do this or this or this. It's so cool to have a community, and maybe you have this community already, but we think, oh, I don't want to bother other people, or it's boring to listen to my problems. No, it's not. It's helpful for other people too, like, oh, I'm not the only one having bad days. It's making things normal, which are just, we're humans, we're not robots. So let's talk together and share. And you are so welcome to join the Joy Academy and just be surrounded by beautiful, wonderful people who are working on themselves and who want to change how they live their life, not because they're a bad person and they have to better themselves, but just to expand and like grow bigger and have big visions, big dreams, and also all the tools to work towards them, that they actually happen. Thank you for watching. Bad day, 10 things, write it down, post it to the free group too. Joy is my Compass Members Club. I'm happy to welcome you there, and I wish you a wonderful week. Bye bye.